everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about a very sensitive topic. The theme says diseases and illnesses and body odor. The relationship between diseases, illnesses, and body odor. Nobody wants to be with someone who smells badly or have any foul smelling body odor. But there are things that can cause body odor. Some diseases that can cause body odor could be an infectious diseases, like when you have a communicable diseases like cholera, dysentery, and stuff like that. And diabetes also, especially when they experience diabetic ketoacidosis, they have this fruity smelling odor from their breath. Some people with liver or kidney diseases also have this ammonia-like smell, like a sweet-like smell, unpleasant smell coming out from their body. But there's also an infectious disease called bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis can also emit this foul odor, like a fishy smell odor from the vagina. These smells or this body odor can come from the breath, the mouth, can be from the armpits, it can be from the feet, it can also be from the perineal area, the vagina also. These are where, or from the skin, it can emanate from the skin. And so, if the bread is a bad bread or the odor is from the mouth, there are things that we can do. We can need to brush our teeth, our mouth, our teeth, our tongue, our gum, cleanly brush them twice a day. Sometimes in the night, at night, you might feel tired to do that. We can also use mouthwashes. Just gargle our mouth, rinse it off, and sleep. Because we don't want the food, the particles, the food that we have eaten at night, and then we didn't brush our teeth, we didn't gargle it off, and then on the long hours of sleep, bacteria will begin to act on those. So when the bacteria act on the enamel, decaying our enamel, and we have this bad mouth odor, which is not good. Concerning the one from the armpits, the odor that emanates from the armpits, some of us sweat a lot from the armpits. It's called a hyperhidrosis. There are things that we can do to control those sweats. We could use, even if we don't want to control those sweats also, but we can ensure that we use a good, nice deodorant, antiperspirant. If you have this excessive sweating from the armpit, also you can meet a doctor, can meet a GP. They will prescribe you a strong antiperspirant. There's some of them in the shops you can buy also, and use a deodorant also. Another natural way we can also use the baking. Some people use baking soda, make it within a paste and apply it. Baking soda will neutralize the acidic environment in the armpit. We can also use lemon juice, lemon water, just lemon, mix it with water, squeeze the lemon, mix it with water, and spray there. It kills the acidic nature, it kills the bacteria that brings out that odor, because it's the mixture of the bacteria and the sweat that brings out bad odor from the armpit. So that when you raise your hand like this, people are like, oh, it's smelling. So we can use that. Then research also say that green tea, you can soak a green tea, bag of green tea, and then remove it and then touch it on that skin. It helps to block the pores that brings out those sweats. That's for the body odor. That's for the armpits. It frees from the foot. Some of us sweat a lot. If we sweat from the foot, there are also some strong antiperspirants in form of powders also that we can apply. We can also ensure we clean our feet, air dry them, ensure we change our stockings frequently, wear old stockings daily, ensure also, if it's from the body also, ensure we wear cotton materials, natural materials that will absorb those heat, not a natural material will absorb those heat from our body also. And then there are circumstances that can make us to sweat or to produce this body odor, like when we sweat a lot, we exercise and we sweat a lot, or during the hot weather, or it can be from the food that we eat. There's some food that can give out this body odor, like onions, garlic, alcohol, caffeine, especially when we take too much of them. You don't need to cut off those from your food, but when we eat them a lot, it also gives off this bad smell. But there's another condition that few people in the world are suffering from. I've been opportune to be in social media in a group with them. I've been in such groups of those, and it's called, the diagnosed disease is called trimethylnuria, for short, TMAU. TMAU has been called fish body syndrome or fish smell syndrome, where these people, it could be that they inherited it from their parents, from a faulty gene from their parents, and they've called this chemical, or this called this enzyme chemical compound called trimethylamine. Trimethylamine, they could not be able to convert this trimethylamine to an odorless chemical. And so when they eat food, especially this highly proteinous food like the beans, the eggs, the cow milk, even some cruciferous vegetables like the Brussels, the cauliflower, the broccoli, and when they eat those food, they give off this body odor. Could be from the breath, the mouth, the skin, the armpit, the vagina area when they pee, the vaginal fluid, everything has that fish odor. Some say it's fishy, some say it's like garbage-like odor. Really, it's disheartening. It's depressing. People are undergoing this. Funny enough, such people, I've heard someone say it, I've got the money, but I can't have a good relationship. All the ladies are running away from me. It's disheartening. Some people have thought of suicide. Some people have tried many lifestyle, many dieting, many in order to ensure that they curb this body odor. Some have gone to the doctors because this diagnosis called TMAU is a new thing. It's not been well researched. I know more researches on it. And so some people that have gone to see their doctors, the doctors will tell them it's in your brain, it's in your head. And sometimes they even prescribe, sometimes they prescribe antidepressants that perhaps they are depressed. But they've done everything. They've done other diagnostic tests. They've gone through other tests and they are clear. They've gone to do if any STI test, like the sexually transmitted infection test, and they are clear. And they've done many things, but still that body odor persists. So some people have gone on to ask that their doctor send them for such tests for TMAU. And the test, most people heard that they collect a urine, they can do the test with their urine and find if they have TMAU. And sometimes it's not inherited. There's some secondary TMAU. And so people have tried different lifestyle, but people have cutting off proteinous food from their diet. But my advice is, if you're having such and you know that it's like you've got TMAU, try and work with a health practitioner. Try and work with a dietitian, a registered nutritionist. Don't just eliminate food, because that will have a disastrous effect on your body. And some people have used something like activated charcoal. Yeah, they take activated charcoal and they say it helps to flush out the toxins. And some say it does work, it does not work, briefly for them. And some people have taken chlorophyll water. And also some tried vitamin B2, riboflavin. They've taken riboflavin, vitamin B2 every day. And these are things many people have tried in order to curb that body odor. And this is depressing. Some said no relationship. Some said even in their family members treat them like a trash. Colleagues at work treat them like a trash. Not even a good relationship. But what I want to tell us is to be kind to such people. Let us be kind to such people. I've been there. I've gone through such things. Let's be kind to such people. You're not the neatest. Some of these people are very clean. They practice best hygienic methods, and so they still experience this. Some have become depressed because of this. Some have thought of committing suicide because of this. Let's be kind. Let's show our love to them. And also, some people will say, oh, yeah, you've talked about these medical conditions that can cause body odor. But at the same time, there are also non-medical conditions. It can be spiritual factors or spiritual causes. But I'm not here to describe spiritual causes of body odor because my African people can relate to that so much. But whatever it is that you're going through, be it that your own cause is medical cause of body odor, be it that your own cause is spiritual cause of body odor, let us be strong. Be strong. Let the world know that there is this diagnosis called TMAU. And if you're on in a spiritual cause, be prayerful. Have hope. Be positive in life. Don't let this condition depress you. Believe you can fight this condition. Believe you can fight this body odor. You've done your best. Ensure you've done all your best to maintain good hygienic practice. Be strong. Stay positive. You will win this fight if you don't give up. Bye.